forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work. It's time.
Hello everyone and welcome to Frisco, Texas, side of the 2018 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. I'm Todd Panula and I'm here to bring you all of this exciting 13 and under girls group action between Pipeline SC and Liverpool Elite. Liverpool will be clad in the traditional red of the Liverpool Football Club, countered by the white tops and black trunks. Pipeline SC. Liverpool hails from Plano, Texas, coached by Adam Flynn, countered by Pipeline SC from Maryland and coached by Tommy Quaranta. Liverpool end up in control after the initial kick to start things off. Both teams trading back possession left to right as they try to get control of this one here in the early going. Able to clear out their defensive line as they try to send it upfield. Comes over here to the near sideline. Right in front of our broadcast position. Going to put back into play. Throw in taken by Kaylee Turner. Trying to get it over towards Kaylin January. McKenna Grant. Grant blasted up into the attacker. Liverpool having to come back and play this one. Cleared out by the goalkeeper. Miscommunication there allows Filer to control it. Spun around as possession taken by Kaylee Turner. Pipeline SC in control now on the defensive side. January able to make the steal. Trying to send one into a dangerous. One was taken away by Bell. Intercepted there by Dunaway. Dunaway spun around, and now Pipeline SC continues up the field, intending one for Jibril. Settled down by Kaiser for Liverpool. She is dispossessed in the midfield. All the way back to the goalkeeper and hammered upfield. January, one touch over the far hand side. Patel trying to track it down, but there's too much on that one. Loose along the midfield stripe. Pipeline pushes up into the attacking third. Trying to gain some traction. Cross in from Lavin. Too strong there for Filer. Headed along. Turner. McCullough. January once again trying to chase it down. Able to head it back up into the air. Kaiser to Dunaway into the box. Easily claimed there. Picking up here, it's cut through some of the heat here today. Still the actual temperature not necessarily very conducive to competitive soccer. There will most likely be a based on the 13 and under boys game prior to this one, it came right around the 17-minute mark, 17 and 19, depending on when I'm stopping. So you'd figure that we'd get a similar situation in this one, being in the same age bracket. Liverpool content to just knock the ball around right now, seeking some open space. The pass up the left-hand side was intercepted. Trying to take it down was Patel. Patel gets it again, and once again dispossessed. Into touch for the throw. All those tenths over on the far sideline belong. Dunaway knocks it down. Can't gain possession though. Back the other direction for Schenning. Get it up top to Struhar. Liverpool had a couple players in between. Couple duels over along the far sideline. This one won by Pipeline, but it ended up into touch. Jakovics once again into touch. This game seems to be a little bit overcharged here in the early going. It seems like both teams push up field with a lot of gusto, but then once possession is given away, it's rather cheaply. On the touchline, giving away throw-ins or giving away possession along the midfield as that one goes into touch. Back the other way with the throw-in this time. Liverpool in control. Couple extra steps taken there. January had that one go off the side foot. Liverpool regain control as they work it up towards midfield. Intercepted by Roros. Filer gets a toe onto that one, just keeping it away from Dunaway, who was making up the run. Roros. Right into the defender. Back the other way, and here's January. Defender right in her back pocket. That was Jakovics. January for Liverpool to the near side. Pushed up by McCullough. Collision away from the ball. Does draw the free kick. Looked like it was somewhat just a coming together. But according to the official, the legs were taken out. So the free kick won by Marissa Struhar. So from about 30 yards out, Peyton Schenning eyeing this one up. Sends one in on goal, takes a couple skips along the grass, and then easily claimed. And as a goalkeeper, those are the kind of first touches that you like, to where you get to grab the ball, you get to get that confidence in behind you, but the save made behind it is not necessarily the most difficult either. Stolen away here along the near sideline, sets up a chance. Brocky pushing the reset button. They'll try the far side. Quattroche up the sideline for Roros. Now Jabril into touch. Sub about to check in now for Liverpool. Doesn't come quickly enough, so they'll do it at the next opportunity. Pipeline SC with Jabril. Spins and fires towards goal off the defender. It'll be a corner kick. It'll be a right footer coming in from Struhar. The wind not in her favor, and that one gets caught up just a little bit. Good claim there from Cerrone. Tried to get it back into play quickly, and that one's going to harmlessly fall into nobody. Finally, Pipeline steps up and takes possession. Headed on by Lavin. She's looking for the return pass. It's close to the end line, and it'll go over. So the sub will come in for Liverpool. Checking in is Katarina Campbell, my mistake. And she will replace Dunaway. Make that Patel. And it was Dunaway. Apparently the shorts numbers mean nothing. That one just a bit too far for January, and it also evades the possession of Jakovics. The goalkeeper, Kraft, for Pipeline comes out to claim it. January settles it down off the throw-in. Back for Kaiser. She's spun around but retains possession. Too strong for McCullough. McCullough able to get to it on the second attempt, though, and then it's knifed away. McCullough spun around, but she has the ball. Puts it back out in front. January dispossessed at the very last moment. Now a shot opportunity curling towards goal, and Kraft able to touch it away. Was probably going wide, but nevertheless, a good idea by the goalkeeper to make sure. So the corner kick for Liverpool will come from the near side. January flicked it on. It was headed back towards goal. January jumps towards it. A kick puts it back into the mixer, but no further than the penalty spot where it was cleared away. Unsuccessfully trying to send it out. Patel back towards January, who was inside the 18-yard box, but the pass just evaded her. Over to the far side touchline. And it'll be a Liverpool throw. Spinning, sending it in. McCullough got head onto it, but from that distance it was going to be difficult to generate any kind of power behind it. Sub about to check in. Looks like Samantha Lumpkin. Counter-attack on for Pipeline as they work it up the far side for Jibril. Subs coming in now for Liverpool. And it's actually going to be Bailey Malone coming into the game. So Malone is in, Grant is out. Also into the game, Delmi Benitez as she replaces Patel. Jibril couldn't quite settle it down off the throw-in. Counterattack could be on here for Liverpool. Instead, it's stepped into nicely by Lavin to keep that one away. Fifteenth minute of play here, closing in on the hydration break. Have to figure a couple more minutes. Roros able to keep it around. Schenning puts on the brakes, sends it back for Roros on the near side. In between options there. Roros cuts it away from one defender and then passes it right into a second one. January and Jakovics dueling with each other as they have since the start. And January wins the free kick. Wind picks up even more here. Cutting across the fields. Going mostly from the broadcast position across the way. Slightly corner flag to corner flag. So if it benefits either team, you would have to say that it benefits Pipeline. Really, it's mostly going near side to far side. Here's Kaiser. Space on the near side, but the pass went right into the defender. Roros stepped into by Campbell. Roros still coming away with it. Campbell right on her back pocket. Struhar with the defender right on her. Chops a left foot into it, trying to lob one up to Jibril. Almost hops over the defenders. Now here's Jibril with space in front, and then the ball just kind of bounded at the wrong second. And she kind of awkwardly fell over the top of it. Shot from O'Braki. Ends up going wide. It'll be a goal kick with the sub about to come in now for Pipeline. It's going to be Jenna Amrine. She's going to replace Roros. An awkward knee from Lavin. In possession in the midfield, Liverpool. Numbers pushing forward in red. Defenders trying to catch up to it, and that's stepped into by Jakovics. Here's Struhar. Bouncing awkwardly for Schenning. Stepped into by the defender, back towards the outside of the circle. Jabril had his defender over her back. Near side again. Quattroche. Questions about whether the hydration break would come at this stoppage. It'll be in the next. So they're going to try to make a substitution for Pipeline FC in the interim. Liverpool just plowed one up the field. January trying to chase it down. Miscommunication now as the goalkeeper finally came out late. Defender thought she was coming out the entire way. But Kraft ultimately in possession. Too tall there for Obraki. Campbell looking for January. Back the other way we go. To the midfield stripe and Schenning. Schenning dispossessed. Here's McCullough for Liverpool. Trying to take on the defender. Nicely cut off there by Filer. Quattroche. Intercepted. Turner. Looking near side for McCullough. McCullough puts one back into the mixer. The high ball not easily handled by either team. McCullough lobs one in towards the 6-yard area, and that's an easy claim there for Kraft. Bit too heavy there from Malone. Back the other way for Pipeline. Jakovics up from her defensive position. Sends one up. Ends up filtered through to Jabril. Continues it on towards the touchline. Good sliding challenge. Puts it into touch. And there is the water break. So closing in on the 20th minute. It comes a little bit late. There'll be roughly 15 minutes left in the first half by the time they come back. Neither team with a goal yet. The heat of the day, really bit of a wasted corner kick there as that one goes off, or out off the kick, basically directly. Won by Patel. Dunaway had it pilfered away. Schenning stolen back by Liverpool. McCullough from the edge of the 18. Step over, back onto the right foot. McCullough took a deflection. Kraft able to get down and cover that one up. Macklin wins the header. Back the other way for Pipeline. Kaiser for Liverpool. Now Dunaway. Pipeline intercepts again, but Kaiser's right there. Jabril. Defender there. Around Struhar. Morgan. A good spin move there. Here comes McCullough. Picking up speed, taking on Jakovic. McCullough towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Lavin able to step in front. Morgan. McCullough. Once again taking on the defender, and this time it's Filer. Once again, she's been one of the star players here, even in a defensive role for Pipeline. She's just been super solid over on that left back spot. Lumpkin will go all the way back to Cerrone. Almost put herself in a bit of a pickle. Pipeline will boot one back up towards the forward side of things. Settled down by McCullough, but she puts it into touch. Jabril went down as she got the worst of that challenge on Morgan. Dunaway with the final touch on that one before Pipeline sent it back the other way. Schenning intending on one for O'Braki, intercepted. But they were trying to send one up to McCullough a little too early. Here's Dunaway. Good to see her back onto the pitch after she was taken out towards the end of the first half with the potential head injury scare. A challenge from behind, unpunished. The referee saying that it was all within the realm of the rules. Jakovics able to step into that one. Pipeline has had some really solid play by a couple of their defenders. We mentioned Filer, but Jakovics has really been worked a lot here during this game, as she's had to kind of guard January, as well as help out over towards the sidelines as well. She's pushed herself into the attack a couple times. She did right there, gaining her team a throw-in. We'll do it again.
Hey, Riley!
Amrine will put it back into play. Struhar felt she got a bit of a push from behind. The official in good position, makes no call. January with two defenders around her. Pulls it away from one, but right back into another. January able to out-muscle the defender, Quattroche. But then once again, they're just looking for that through ball to McCullough a little too early. Need to utilize the space. Dunaway pushing forward. Back out to McCullough. Into touch again for Liverpool. Numbers forward in red. Pipeline trying to defend. Long throw towards the edge of the 6-yard box, dealt with by Lavin. Gets it towards the top of the 18-yard area. Jabril was dispossessed. And once again, a Liverpool throw. Too tall for January. Grant trying to chase it down. Too many white jerseys in front. Jakovics had her pocket picked. Here's January. Lobbing one up, but too tall for Patel. And Kraft will make the grab. Grant stuck one in late there on Lavin. Called for it. So a free kick in their own end for Pipeline. They're trying to get their foothold into this game. it's been mostly Liverpool here in the second half. They haven't necessarily created too many chances in the offensive third. Does that one look like it may have been a handball from our point of view here, but the official says no. Deft footwork there from Morgan, plays it back into the center circle. Jabril makes the steal. Now she's got space in front, defender in behind. Jabril shoots and a save. The rebound was right there, but nobody in white. First really quality scoring opportunity of the game goes the way of Pipeline SC, and it came off of a mistake from the back end. But Cecilia Cerrone able to clean up the spilled milk, so to speak, and keep this game with the goose eggs on the board. Dunaway throws her body into Struhar. Neither player coming away with the ball. Patel trying to outmuscle some taller players. Now towards the edge of the 18 on the left foot. January shoots. Oh, just wide of the post. If that ball has any kind of curl on it, that probably goes in. Instead, it was straight off the shoelaces and just wide. But a good scoring opportunity for Liverpool, perhaps their best of the game. A lump in the throat of Lauren Kraft as she saw that one sail just past her fingertips. And she had to hope that that one went wide of the post, and it did. Struhar dueling with Dunaway. McCullough into the attack. January, Patel. Got her feet crossed just a little bit. Macklin. And now Kaiser. Sliding challenge, able to keep Jabril from sending that one up. On the touch line, and Macklin able to gain the throw. It's good defensive work. Subs coming in now for Liverpool. It's going to be Benitez, Campbell, and Malone. They check in for Dunaway, Patel, and Grant. Toots off for January. Lavin trying to ride it out. It's going to be a goal kick. Seemed like the whistle might have indicated a potential foul. As my papers try to escape me here. Liverpool once again settling it down, looking towards the edge of that 18, trying to find Campbell. That seems to be their modus operandi, is to try to serve it into the edge of the 18 and see what they can do from there. The foul given from about 35 yards out. We apologize for any technical difficulties experienced earlier. Fortunately for fans of both sides, neither team scored a goal in that period where the stream was frozen. And it's been a quality game here in the second half. A little too direct there from Liverpool. Jakovics will chase it down. Just hoping this one will go out of play. It does, but for a throw. Cheaply given away as it couldn't be settled down. January. Space in front. She's going to try for a shot. Kraft gets her hands in behind it. Looked like it had a decent amount of air underneath it, but Kraft saw it all the way. Benitez couldn't quite win that one. Obraki goes the other way. Here's Jabril. Foul given. Not sure if that was intended to be a lob towards the box or a shot, but didn't quite get enough on it for either one. Ends up safely in the hands of the goalkeeper. Too tall for January. She'll have another opportunity. This time heads it over towards the right. Not enough on it to get it to McCullough. Too strong for Roros. And we got a stoppage as the referee seeing to Peyton Schenning. She seems to be in a bit of distress. Couple false motions towards the bench, but Schenning will stay in the game. Liverpool again with a long throw. Impressively towards the 18-yard box. That ball probably went a good 20 yards. Liverpool make the steal. Lumpkin towards the corner, cutting inside. McCullough takes a chance. Benitez was there, but the defender was as well. Another chance for a long throw-in. Almost like a corner kick, and much the same as Liverpool's earlier corner kick. This one ends up going to the side netting. Cullen knotted it almost straight down, so much so that she actually lost track of where that ball was. Roros was right there. This one will not get far enough for Malone. Lavin sends it up the sideline. Jabril trying to touch it around the defender. Morgan is right on her. Morgan carries it towards the center. Jabril picks her pocket. Stepped into by a defender. But nicely done with no foul. Malone. Malone gets it from McCullough. All the way towards the end line. Couldn't control it there. And that one will go out for the goal kick. Obraki. McCullough for Liverpool. Around Filer. Now with a bit of space in front. Got a few options. Goes to the right. Hydration break time. Still nothing decided in this contest. It's been a good back and forth affair. You have to say that the first half was a little more uneventful than this one has been. Both teams have created some chances within this 35. A couple of them coming early. One for Liverpool coming about 5 minutes ago or so. The best opportunity of the game, obviously, coming for Pipeline FC, or SC, excuse me. It's they got it into where they wanted to, a dangerous area. that the shot came, and Cecilia Cerrone was able to cut off the angle and make a really good save. And that was countered a few moments later with a chance for Liverpool, but January couldn't curl the foot around it, went straight off the shoelaces and just scraped across the post.
Come on, let's go!
So a bit of a longer hydration break this time as they're going to run some water over to the far side. AR. Pipeline back onto the field, joining Liverpool, who are out first.
Get a ball, let's go!
Sub going to come in at the late moment for Pipeline. Chloe Strohecker will come into the game. She'll replace Marissa Struhar. So Strohecker taking up more of a right wing position. So it'll be interesting to see where they who they replaced Struhar with. Is she was more kind of in a left field role. Looks like they've moved Marina Kotrosh up into that attacking slot. Now here's Kaiser. Once again, just too ambitious with those balls. They need to be more towards the wide areas. They're trying to go a little too direct up the middle. I wonder if that's the heat of the day, kind of taking it out of these players a little bit. Not necessarily even in terms of their fitness, but sometimes you just get bothered by the heat enough to where the mental decisions aren't quite as crisp as you would like. Lumpkin, too much on the instep. That one will go out. Off a defender, though, so it'll be a corner. Looks like Kaiser's going to be the one to take it. So Kaiser will hit a right foot, which will swing it in towards goal. Numbers coming in from the penalty spot. Liverpool looking for the go-ahead goal. Towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and it goes past everybody. Not a person defended it. Not a person got a shot. Not quite as many fans in favor of the team from Maryland, but they're no less enthusiastic, trying to cheer on Pipeline SC to get them some points out of this one. Right now, if the scoreline remains the same, it'll be a point apiece. 3 points to the victor. Is that one just a bit too far for Malone? Looks like Struhar getting ready to come back into the game. And a trio of substitutes going to come in for Liverpool. High off the body. Not a handball, despite the protests of some fans. Pipeline throw. Not a smart foul there for Liverpool. Not in a dangerous area, but nevertheless, you don't have to worry about the challenge of the attack in that position on the field either. So Benitez, Patel, and Dunaway going to check back in for Liverpool, and also coming into the game for Pipeline, as I mentioned, will be Marissa Struhar. Again, another free kick given away by Liverpool. Pipeline inching a little bit closer with each free kick. We've seen in games like this where it doesn't matter how much possession you've had, if you can get that one quick strike. It takes a couple deflections on the way through. Always difficult to judge as a goalkeeper, but Cerrone followed it the entire way. A quick punt, trying to spring to counterattack. Numbers forward in red. Only a couple defenders back, but Lavin able to get a piece of that one. Puts it out of play. They go quickly with it. Now they'll redo it as the subs are going to come in. That doesn't please Coach Flynn too much, as he would rather have had the attack. That the trio of subs in for Liverpool, and that was actually Grant coming back in, who will actually replace Benitez. Also out are Malone and Campbell. Finally, the sub in. Struhar in for Auroros. January spins, fires it towards goal, but anytime you've got your back to goal, it's hard to really judge how much you have to turn your body around and get the foot through it. A good shot would have troubled the goalkeeper had it been on target, but it's a difficult challenge. Grant had to go off the top of the head, so she wasn't really sure where it went after that. Grant with another head ball, this time a little more direction behind it. Patel steps in front, up for January. A little high, struggled to get it down. She tries the far sideline, but that's not quite where she wanted it for Dunaway. Shot came in, that was a bouncer. Kraft well placed behind it. Counterattack on. They intended that one up for Jabril. Wasn't quite on from the pass off Petrosh. Dunaway. Trying to get it up to January, but Lavin was right there. Here's Patel. Slowed herself up just a bit. Looking for January. Lunges in on that one. Kaiser. And back. Lumpkin. Dunaway called for the hand. Unfortunate there was no intent, but obviously She only retained possession because it hit her arm.
And we keep it!
Liverpool back in control after they won that 50-50. Grant, McCullough picking up space. McCullough around the defender. McCullough wide of goal. Jabril trying to outwork the defender. Does so the first time and a second. Third time was too many as her touch just kind of evaded her. Here's Patel for January, onside. Lavin trying to chase her down. Once again, not enough curl on that one if that was intended to be a shot, and a bit too much on it if it was intended to be a cross. In for Patel. She was there along the penalty spot, but the ball was not cut off by the defender. Jakovic sticks out a leg, thwarts that attack. Here's Grant. And that's going to go over goal. Too much adrenaline pumping there for Liverpool. Morgan keeps it in play. Here's McCullough. Bumped off the ball just enough to get the whistle from the official.
Here, thank you.
Strong free kick, got in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but no further. Met by too many defenders. Here's Turner. A chance now. Too direct from Lumpkin. Probably got enough steam on that one to put it in a dangerous area if you pick out one of the side corners, but instead it was too much in the middle third of the goal. Corner kick given. Coaching staff for Liverpool was hoping for a PK, but they will settle for the corner. Pipeline trying to get a substitute in. So they will take it before the corner. So coming into the game is Roros. And out is Obroki. A right footer towards the 6-yard area. That one hopped off a defender and in towards goal, but cleared off the line. Morgan puts it right back into a dangerous area, but she took a little bit too much time. I think if she had stepped in and settled it down, perhaps passed it around, she might have been able to create a little bit more. Because once she waited for that ball to come to her, Jabril was putting on too much pressure. Grant with the header, back towards Pipeline, but it seems like the pressure is ever building now for Liverpool. And Pipeline seeming like they're more content to hang on to this one the way the flow of the game is going right now. But all it takes is a quick counter. Patel trying to slide one across for January. That wasn't on. Macklin. Too tall for Grant. Dunaway. Leaned back a little too far on that chance. January keeps it in. Takes it towards the corner flag. Defender right on her back. Nipping at the heels, literally and figuratively. And January called for the foul in the end. Minimum of one added on to the end of this one. Right now, it'll be a point for each team. Liverpool looking for 3 points themselves. Almost bobbling that one. Kraft able to smother it in the end. But a good chance there from Kaiser. Kaiser tries to just kind of chip it over her own shoulder. Now they get it onto the attack for McCullough. Jakovic is right there. Jakovic able to steal it away. Also joining the defending was Comey. Jakovic gets it caught up in between her legs. It's blasted off her hip, and that'll be a throw in for Liverpool. Time ticking away. Liverpool trying to claim all 3 points. Back out towards the edge of the box. Kaiser, a good side-footed shot, would have counted had it gone in, but instead that will be the last kick of the game. Both teams claim a point, a little bit unsatisfactory overall, but when it's day one, you claim the points if they are to be had, and both teams come away with at least that. 0-0 is your final score. That'll do it for us here from Turbo Sports. I'm Todd Panula. Hopefully you enjoyed today's game. Make sure to stick with us throughout the rest of this tournament as it's shaping up to be a very entertaining one. That'll do it for today at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. For everybody here at Turbo Sports, we thank you for watching, and good day.